Hello, everyone, and welcome to the answers of the feedback challenge on explanation sentences from last week. And this is looking at IELTS Writing Task 2 essay. So first off, thank you very much to everyone who sent in their work. The challenge was to write an explanation sentence for this essay question. So some believe that nuclear weapons benefit the world at large. What extent do you agree or disagree? So it's an opinion essay. And you are being asked to explain the following topic sentence. The main reason why I totally agree that nuclear weapons benefit the world at large is because they damage the environment. Okay, so we're looking at the key part here. The main idea that's been introduced in this topic sentence is they damage the environment. So we need to say why or how nuclear weapons damage the environment. So let's start off with this one. So we've got a typical cohesive device which is being used accurately. So that is to say, nice. These weapons contain materials that poison soil, water, and air. Normally we refer to the soil, the water, the air, so we can just use a definite article for all of them. So they poison the soil, water, and air, which makes the places that get affected unlivable, not just for humans, but also for any other form of life. Excellent. So we're definitely explaining why they are damaging the environment. Nice, simple, clear explanation. Good job to the student. Well done. That's to say, so again, we've got the same cohesive device. Fine. Various harmful chemical. So we're talking about more than one. Anytime you use this expression of various, the head noun that it's referring to has to be plural. Various harmful chemicals are used while making, and here we don't need to say making of, just say used while making. Not those weapons, because they're the weapons we just referred to, so we say these weapons. Various harmful chemicals are used while making these weapons. And after using these weapons, so after using these weapons, this is a dependent clause, we need a comma after it. The dangerous elements spread to the air, which are very harmful and have negative effects on human beings. Okay, so again, we're definitely addressing the question. We're talking about why do nuclear weapons damage the environment? So there's dangerous chemicals in them, they spread to the air, this is going to hurt people. This is definitely explaining what we're talking about. Looking at the next one, this is to say chemicals released by nuclear weapons cause both air and water pollution. Excellent. Which can cause irreversible damage to the environment. Okay. As a result, this puts human beings and other living creatures' lives at risk. Again, really nice. We're explaining why they damage the environment, because they cause air and water pollution, and we're giving a result here to make sure that we fully develop the idea. So, good explanation. Next. But this is because this is another good way of introducing an idea. Remember, if we use this expression, there is no comma, like this student has written. This is because nuclear weapons have a high frequency radiation. Rather than they have, I think we maybe say they cause. High frequency radiation, which can make the air and water poisonous and the land infertile. Good. So we've explained why they damage the environment. Then we've got a result to fully develop this. As a result, having nuclear weapons poses a great threat. Threat here is countable. This expression would be poses a great threat to human lives and other living creatures on the planet. Really nice. Again, addressing the question. Good explanation. That is to say that. Remember, when we have this expression, there is no comma because we're using the word that. So this is to say that when the atomic weapon is launched, so the atomic weapon, but we're talking about atomic weapons in general. So we're not talking about one particular weapon. So when we talk about something in general in English, we have no article and we use the plural noun. So that's to say when atomic weapons are launched, they spread. And we can see how this one little grammar mistake here, of we're meant to be talking about something in the plural, has now meant the grammar throughout this entire sentence is incorrect. So it's really important that when we're talking about something in general, that we get this plural noun right, because otherwise, everything we're referring to since the subject-verb agreement is all going to be incorrect. They spread tons of toxic radiation. Radiation is an uncountable noun, so there's no S here. They spread tons of toxic radiation in chemical substations. I think this person means substances. They spread it on the earth. So we don't spread on. So I think what we're trying to say here, they release tons of toxic radiation chemicals to the earth. And consequently, but again, we're talking about these weapons. So again, this one plural mistake has caused us lots of problems throughout. They will destroy the vegetation and the life on the earth. Here, when we refer to the earth as a planet, we actually use the proper noun. So, okay, moving on to our next one. This is because when nuclear weapons like atomic bombs are used in wars, they release dangerous chemicals in the environment. Actually. So I'm going to say that here. We release them. That was a preposition I was looking for. Right. They release dangerous chemicals into the environment that are harmful to all plants, animals, and humans. So again, we're explaining this expression. As a result, the long-term effects of these chemicals are seen for many generations in places where they are used. Excellent. So again, we've explained the idea and then we've given a result. So this is a very, very nicely developed explanation. On to our last page. So this is because atomic weapons release hazardous radiation. Radiation here is uncountable. So release hazardous radiation and toxic substances into the environment. Good. You got the preposition right. Which spoils the soil and pollutes the air. Good. So here we've just got one sentence, but it is definitely addressing the question. So the important thing is here, we are explaining why they damage the environment. Then our final one here, this is to say nuclear weapons are very dangerous because they contain some harmful radiation. Again, radiation is uncountable, so which are capable to scatter. So this doesn't really work here. We can say, because you've got a relative clause, so you're trying to talk about the harmful radiation. Nuclear weapons are very dangerous because they contain some harmful radiation, which can cover many kilometers, and as a result, it not only pollutes the environment with toxic substances, but also humans, animals, and trees are affected. Here we're using the verb form. Remember, the verb form takes the noun form takes the effective. So here, this is the passive voice, but we are using a verb, so we need to use affected. Now, affected by its devastating radiations. So we're talking about the radiation of these nuclear weapons. But they're devastating, and once again, this is uncountable. So let me check this one more time. That's to say, nuclear weapons are very dangerous because they contain some harmful radiation, which can cover many kilometers. And as a result, it not only pollutes the environment, so again, it looks like it's referring to these nuclear weapons. They're not it only. They not only pollute the environment with toxic substances, but also humans, animals, and trees are affected by their devastating radiation. Okay, so the ideas are really good, but just be careful with the grammar. So a few people are making mistakes with radiation, so now you know it is uncountable. And when you talk about things in general, we use plurals. So those are our explanation sentences from this week. hope that was helpful to you. If I looked over your work, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Good luck to you with all of your studies. And once again, thank you for sending in all your work.